Welcome to the click. This is order of operations notes. Why notes? Because in the previous course, Arithmetic 1, we learned about the beginnings of order of operations. But since this is Arithmetic 2, we are going to add a few notes to that. Okay, the order of operations. To review, we will look at the method. So the method is the PEMDAS method, which is an abbreviation of this method. So P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponents, M and D stand for multiply and divide, and A and S stand for add and subtract, okay? So this is PEMDAS. We firstly simplify the parentheses, and then we go for exponents, then we go for multiplication and division. Pay attention to this part because we have multiplication and division, right? We don't have addition or subtraction. We have multiplication and division first. So if you have an operation that is, for example, 1 plus 2 times 3, you are going to multiply the 2 and 3 first of all, and then you are going to go for addition, okay? And then after that, we do addition and subtraction. Okay, multiplying and dividing, and at the same time adding and subtracting, they are written with each other. So if you ask me, okay, which of them I'm going to do first, I'm going to tell you, start from left and then go for right. So you start from left, the left side. If you have multiplication or division at left, you're going to do that first. So start from left and then go for right, and then do your operation and simplify your operation or evaluate your operation in that order from left to right. So this was the order of operations. And then if we go back a little bit, if we talk about the history a little bit, I'm going to read this text for you. The first use of grouping symbols is found in 1646 in the Dutch mathematician Franciscus van Schooten's text Weta. So I hope I'm right with the pronunciation, but Franciscus van Schooten is the name of the mathematician, and Weta is his text's name, in which the order of operations were found in 1646, right? So he used a bar over 18, the expression that is to be evaluated first. So the problems like 2 times 3 plus 5 were written as 2 times 3 plus 5 with a bar drawn on the numbers that meant to be in the parentheses, okay? So this will be the history. Okay, let's start with this. Different types of parentheses. This is my first note about the order of operations. If we have different types of parentheses, then I'm going to read this for you. Different types of parentheses will be used, such as the big parentheses, the medium parentheses, and the small parentheses. These parentheses all mean the same thing. They mean multiplication in most of the operations. They're parentheses and must be evaluated first. So yes, no matter if you have any of them, you're going to evaluate them first. You're going to evaluate the parentheses first. But if you have 2 of them together or even 3 of them in one operation, what are you going to do? You are going to start with this parentheses. In Persian, we call this the small parentheses, right? And then after that, you're going to go for this parentheses, okay? In Persian, we call this the medium parentheses. And then after that, you're going to go for this one, which is called the big parentheses, okay? So let's have an example for this. Okay, we are going to start with this part first and foremost, and we will raise 3 to the power of 2. It's 9 to the power of 2, right? Plus 1, and let me write the operation again. So, right now that I have done the first part, right now, as you can see, I have 9 plus 1, and 9 plus 1 is going to be 10, right? So this is going to be 10. Okay, 10 times 4, it is going to be 40. Right, because this is 10, 4 times 10, it is going to be, let me erase this, it's going to be 40, and 40, so we have 32 minus 40 in the medium parentheses, and the other ones remain the same. And right now let's do the medium parentheses. So 32 minus 40, it's going to be 8, right? 8 to the power of 2 minus 7 times minus 8 times minus 1. So let me erase the other part so that we can do this. We've evaluated until here. So right now I have another exponent in here. It's 8 to the power of 2, right? 8 to the power of 2 is 64. So 64, and we have minus 7. 64 minus 7 times minus 8. Right now let's evaluate this part. Minus 7 times minus 8 is going to be 56, right? 56. And the symbol in here will be plus. Do you know why? Because minus times minus is going to be plus. So right now that I have 64 plus 56, and outside the parentheses I have 2, and outside, and I have minus 1, right? So right now, as I can see, my parentheses is getting very, very simplified. I have 64 plus 56, but as, and I say it again, as we have multiplication and division first in the order of operations, I am going to multiply first. So 56 times minus 1 is going to be minus 56, right? So this will be 2 times 64 minus 56. 64 minus 56 is going to be 8. So 2 times 8. So 2 times 8, we know it's going to be, let me change the color. It's going to be 16, and this will be our answer. Okay, I have fractions versus the order of operations. If we have fractions, and in those fractions we have operations, what are we going to do? So if we have fractions, the entire numerator and the entire denominator must be evaluated before we reduce fractions, okay? So we firstly evaluate the numerator and the denominator at the same time, and then after that we go for fractions reduction. So let's have an example for this. I have 2 to the power of 4 minus times minus 8 times 3 in the numerator, and 15 divided by 5 minus 1 in the denominator. So I am going to start with the multiplication because I have a parentheses in here, right? So, and in the denominator, I'm going to start with division. So it's going to be 2 to the power of 4 minus times minus 8, it's going to be plus 8. Okay, so plus 8 times 3. And in the denominator, 15 divided by 5, it's going to be 3 divided by 1, right? So right now that I don't have any parentheses, I am going to go for the second part, which is exponents. I have an exponent in here, 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 16 plus 8 times 3. Divided by 3 divided by 1, which will be 2, right? So to evaluate it further, I'm going to do this. 16 plus 8 is going to be 24, but that's not correct because we said that if we have multiplication, we are going to do that first. So we are going to do this part first. 8 times 3, it's going to be 24. So 16 plus 24 divided by 2. Let's do the continuation in here. So 16 plus 24 is going to be exactly 40, right? So 40 divided by 2, and the result will be 20. And we're done. And with that, we're done. Thank you very much for being with me. Sources page.